Did you think you could just take a pizza break?
I was hoping.
Now you're just witnessing the full potential.
You're a little
We
weaselly,
can talk
aren't ya?
about it.
This is a very special episode, isn't it? Am I right?
It's the 10th
Is this the 10th episode?
Number 10.
Number 10, you guys.
Yeah, we're special.
The stand-up comedy pre-show show number 10 with veteran guest Melissa Riggs, by the way. Welcome her back, everybody.
Melissa Riggs, everyone.
Yeah. She so good we had to have her twice. I think we've only had one other person twice. And that's Rocky Deer. It's a dear friend of the show, right?
I think the one is one of them. He wasn't. We didn't air that episode. I don't think.
Oh yeah, he said a lot of bad stuff on that episode,
Right.
like career-ending stuff. I think we couldn't.
It was totally going to get canceled, right?
Yeah, it was like we can't do that to Rocky because he's such a nice guy. But
He's just a
Yeah,
Wow.
he's a nice
Just-
guy.
yeah.
He's a bad guy. But
Ben Hedrick, first time on the show. Give him a round of applause, you guys.
thank you,
That's
everyone.
right. All right. Why are we here?
Why are we here? Because I am producing my very first comedy show on April 30th.
Wow!
Yeah.
Give it up for Melissa, you
Right.
guys. All right,
Yes.
what is this show called? What
Is this-
do we?
The Comedy Circus Showcase. It's at the Rail Club DFW in Fort Worth. I'm a big fan of
I'm sorry. I don't mean to mansplain and cut you off, but can you talk into the microphone, please?
Okay,
There
better?
There we go.
Sorry.
Nice.
He does that to everybody.
All right, so
He's
I gotta repeat everything
such
I
a
just
jerk.
said,
yeah,
right?
You can just,
Basically,
we got
okay.
a lot of time, so you can go ahead and just
I'm used to holding them.
lay it.
I don't know how to do this.
Well, we tried that at
You
first.
can do it. You can hold the mic if
Yeah.
you'd like.
Okay,
You're-
okay.
Yeah, it gets tiring.
It's the first time I've seen Aaron without a skirt on, and he's just toxic male
Right.
already, man.
The skirt comes off and the claws come out.
That's
Is
right.
Right. Okay. I am producing my very first comedy show at the Rail Club DFW in Fort Worth on April 30th.
April 30th.
Yep.
What day is that? That is a Sunday.
It's a Sunday.
That's a
Yeah.
Sunday. Yeah. What time does it start?
Doors open 6:30, shows at 7 p.m.
Shows at 7 p.m. Do I gotta get tickets?
Yes.
Okay. That's-
Tickets are on sale right now.
Tickets are on sale right
yeah.
now. How do I get tickets?
At satirico.com, and that's on the Comedy Circus Facebook page, Instagram, and on my Facebook page.
Man, is this
Where is it again? Where is it again?
It's called satirico.com.
No, the venue.
The venue's to the Rail Club DFW
okay.
in Fort Worth.
I'm also on the show, so I should probably.
so he's
I should know
asking-
that.
I don't have the address in front of me, but it's on the flyer.
It's all good.
Yeah, I'll send
I
you
saw the flyer on Instagram.
Yeah.
I got like a suggested profile come up on my feed, and I just clicked on it, and then I looked at the first post, and my name was on the post.
Right.
I wasn't even tagged in it or anything.
So when you say it's a comedy circus, is this different than a regular stand-up show?
Is it different than a regular circus?
It's different than a regular circus, yes. I'm a big fan of the local, live local comedy scene because a live show in a room in person is a way different experience than watching it on TV. Somebody from another state that you only know from TV. So everybody on this show, if you're a fan of the local Dallas comedy scene, I've got a great lineup of local comedians. I've got Pete Young. He's a regular.
Pete Young, big fan of Pete Young. He's great.
He's a regular here at Backdoor, and he's producing a show himself on the 15th in Deep Ellum, dark comedy. So anybody interested?
Real quick,
Sorry,
Todd.
he said that.
Yeah.
Did you think you could just take a pizza break
I was hoping.
real quick? Is that what you thought you could do? Just... This man's asking questions behind the camera. Valid questions.
He is asking why there's not a picture on the back of the camera, and the reason there's not a picture on the back of the camera, I don't know why I can't hear myself. Why can't I hear? Where? No, there. Hey, there's. Todd was asking why there's no photo in the back of the camera, and the reason there's no photo in the back of the camera is because the thing is turned around to face us, so we can see it.
We can see ourselves.
Yeah, that's what he was
Helpful.
asking.
I like helpful
What?
people, though.
Yeah.
Helpful people
Do you
help
know
me
that
out.
guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of a big
No,
dude.
just a
He's a big deal around
random
here.
dude who walked by.
That's the Todd Justice.
Who's Todd Justice?
Oh.
Educate me. I don't know.
All right.
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just
And,
cut
that
that
out.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I said the F word.
No, Todd's been around a while. He's a touring comic. Usually he does a lot of corporate stuff.
Oh, okay,
So,
cool,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so back to
Pete Young's.
right. Back to okay. So Pete Young, Noah Shark Robertson. He's promotes a lot of shows on the local scene too. So his website is Swimming with Sharks Entertainment. If you want to see what he's up to. There are two Tonys, Tony Cruz and Tony Compion. They're both very talented local guys.
I've seen Tony Compion. He's great.
Yeah, he is
Yeah.
great. Tony Cruz has a podcast, Tony's Open Mic.
Tony's Open Mic.
I stream it on Spotify. There's probably other
Why don't we
other
stream
services.
this on Spotify? What do we?
I don't know. You should.
We're
Are
putting
you
this-
guys on the YouTube?
Yeah, we're on.
Yeah,
We
they're
want
on
people to
YouTube.
see my face.
We're
really
on-
is what
okay.
we're
We're a
yeah,
Well,
fledgling,
they can see your
yeah.
face on Spotify too. You just put a photo.
There was
That's true. Yeah, like
there's
that
not,
one. You know when you stream on Spotify and it has just a portion of the music video just playing over and over, but it kind of fools you into thinking you get the full thing.
Yeah, that's not right.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
We-
I'll sit there and watch it for 5 minutes, even though it's just a repeating loop.
You know, we
Yeah.
didn't really have much of a plan for this. We were like, we have cool conversations about, we should do a podcast. And
Yeah.
we just kind of kept buying little pieces of gear here and there to make it look a little nicer. So
Yeah, now you're just witnessing the full potential
I wouldn't,
of this Death Star.
I wouldn't say that yet.
Oh, it could be. There's a little bit room. If we had more cameras, I think, and we could like cut between,
Oh, yeah.
that would be
Fix our
great.
mistakes. Yeah. that'd
Yeah,
be great.
fit like the one Ben just made.
So Melissa,
Don't
you
pick on
mentioned, you think comedy's best, like, live, local, in a room.
Right.
What do you think that is? What's different between like that live comedy set versus watching a Netflix special?
One, the pre-recording it means there's more distance between you and what's happening. You're automatically less engaged. Being live in the room in person is just it's a completely different experience. And I love comedy specials on TV, but I think the local scene is important. Plus, everybody on this showcase, none of them have Netflix specials. Okay, but you can.
They don't?
No, none of you do.
What kind of show are you doing?
No.
Wait, did you ask everybody that before you said that, or because you were just confused by that? You're like, I don't have a Netflix special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so you can't see them on Netflix.
Yeah,
but
you
you can
cannot-
come out
yeah.
and see them in person because they're part of
yeah.
your local comedy scene.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
If I
right.
search
See?
Ben Hedrick on Netflix, I'm not gonna get anything.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
No.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. But
Yeah.
you can come see him on the showcase. Also, there's a showdown, a comedy showdown, and the audience decides which contestant on the showdown opens for the showcase that I just talked
Oh
about.
wow!
Okay.
Wait. How do I get in the showdown? What's good?
So let's see. There's Pedro Loaiza, Bridget Tooley, Theban Gainshaw, and Ben Hedrick are all on the showdown.
Oh, it's a closed
So-
list.
All right.
She's like, you're not.
Right now it is,
Are you trying to
but
weasel
we'll talk
on
about.
just
We'll
there?
talk
Is that
after the
what
show.
that was?
Okay.
That
We'll
was.
talk.
I kinda, that was a little weaselly of me.
I love that
I'm
there's-
still. I stand by my weaselness. I stand by that.
You're a little
We
weaselly,
can talk
aren't you?
about it. It's okay.
Well, okay. Well, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit confused. The showdown happens before the show.
Yes.
The day before the show.
Yes.
It's
So-
like, okay.
So several up and coming comedians do the showdown to decide who's going to open for Pete Young, Noah Shark Robertson, Tony Cruz, and Tony Compion.
Okay. Yeah.
So if
Is
you're
there a chance that is everybody else like not going to get on the show? Is that?
well, it's all one show.
It's all one show.
It's all
Okay.
one show.
All right.
So,
there's always
technically everyone gets on the show.
So there's always
Okay.
good
But
shenanigans.
you have to
that'll-
say you should put some danger in. Like yes, and the people who lose will be killed. Probably.
By
you should put
sharks.
some like
Yes.
danger
That's what
to
Noah
the.
Yes,
Shark
that's
Robertson's
what. Yeah,
about.
we're gonna
Yeah.
have a live Shark Tank, and we'll just dump them right in there.
That would be okay. Now that's a show.
That's a
That
show.
is a
That
show.
is a show.
No,
We should call it Shark
there-
Tank.
There is also
They probably
a,
have
do
that
they
like
have that?
already
Yeah.
in
You think
there's already
Russia or
Is there a
something.
show named Shark Tank already?
yes, there is.
Oh, my bad.
There's also a special musical guest. Michael Henry. If you
Oh,
have,
that's sick.
Yeah, if you haven't seen him, he raps, he sings, and he writes comedy. He's crazy amazing.
Michael Henry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's who he was just telling me about.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
James was just like that Michael Henry is looking for some actors or some people online, and he shows me his post, and he's like, "Is this you?" And I'm like, "No, it's not." But so it's weird. You just kind of brought him up because I just heard about Michael Henry.
Right.
Yeah.
He's kind of new and only on the Dallas scene, but
Only on the Dallas scene.
he's-
You've heard it
again-
right here, folks.
again,
Coming up. Oh, sorry.
you can see him if you go. You can come to the show and see him live.
Not
in
on
person.
Netflix.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
But
Okay.
You can say you saw him before he got a
Yeah,
Netflix
that's
special.
what we're all trying to do when we go to these
Exactly.
shows. We're like, I saw him when he wasn't shit, but now he's not that guy in
Okay.
particular. I feel like no, wait.
Can we say
You
say
just
shit?
met him, man. You're
Oh, wait, no, you're right. Okay, not okay. We want to go to a show so we can say, I saw that person when they weren't shoot.
A comedy
There you go.
hipster, so to speak.
I just
Yeah,
meant like
you
on
were
this
there. There you go.
podcast.
There you go.
No, we're not actually. We're
Are we a clean? Is this a clean podcast?
Cleanish.
yes,
Yeah.
Cleanish?
You
Yeah.
you will be killed if
right.
you say
We will cut your
Curse.
tongue out.
Yeah. I've got a limited expiration date. As soon as I get off, I'm gonna be killed for saying the S word.
So Ben, what's going
Uh-oh.
on with you? You're headed back to my old stomping ground soon, aren't you? Arkansas.
I actually just got back from there. I just did a roast battle there.
Oh, fun. How was
Yeah, it was great.
that?
Yeah, it was really fun. It was my first one. I won my battle. It wasn't like a bracket or anything,
Right.
but it was me against my buddy Andy Davis, who's a really, really good comic.
Nice. What do you think? What do you think clinched it for you?
Probably the 10 straight jokes about his autism that I did.
That is
So
nice.
that helped a little bit.
Did you guys talk about this beforehand? Like what categories were off limits, on limits?
No,
just
we didn't
going-
really.
going at it.
They didn't really do that.
Well, you won, so great.
Yeah, it was kind of like we both kind of had different approaches. Like he was kind of like attacking my like life. Like he was kind of saying stuff about like my family not loving me and like me being a bad comic, and I was just like,
How hard did that hit?
I don't know. It was all right. I honestly, you don't really listen to what anyone's saying to you when you're up there. I mean, like I couldn't remember a single
Right.
thing he said.
I've never done a roast battle. It doesn't seem like
I'm too nervous to do that. Yeah.
Really?
I really feel like I would just crumble. Like
Yeah.
I would take it personally and just die inside before I got even up to the mic. I would start.
I had a deal with another comic that we were going to roast each other on an open mic.
Uh-huh.
So I got up and roasted him, and then he wouldn't do it. He was too nice. So it's just me being really terrible
Yeah.
to another comedian.
Yeah, that's how that
And him
happens.
just taking it. And so I haven't ever done it again because that
Oh,
was
but-
awful.
Because now you're traumatized.
Right,
by
well-
that.
I
Well, I
loved
can't-
it, man. You really didn't. I mean, it was so fun. I like. I think what's so great about a roast is like if comedy is your dude, you are eating that sandwich. All right.
Well, he's combined the pizza into
Right.
folded
Oh,
it
nice.
into
Pizza
a
sandwich.
Pizza sandwich.
There's pizza
Yeah.
here at the line.
Pizza fold.
Sorry, I'm kind of multitasking.
Like
Long
a-
day at work, straight here for the podcast. Try to get a meal in here.
You should apologize. That's
Would you guys like some
Apologize.
pizza? I should have offered you guys some
Yeah.
pizza.
What if you were just going through YouTube and you saw some people talking, you stopped by, you started watching, and then they just started eating pizza, and that's all they were doing.
This is the Aaron Stout
this
eating
just became
pizza
like a
ASMR
mukbang or something.
Right,
podcast.
yeah, it's just a commercial break where we just all eat pizza.
This is
They
great.
Put a logo up.
Dude, why is it called a mukbang? I know what it is, but I don't know why they
I mean,
call
it's
it a mukbang.
it's a Korean word, I think, or it's not an English word. I don't think the word is. Well, I don't know, but you know what it is. It grosses me
Yeah,
out.
you
It's
just
one
eat
of the grossest,
food
yeah.
in a microphone.
It's one of the grossest things. I can't. It freaks me out. I can't really. I see the word and I'm just freaked out. So, do you know what it is?
No, I've never heard that word in my life, so that's new.
Aaron, do you know what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
This is a popular YouTube genre, which we should probably explore because we're only getting a couple of viewers. But I mean, if we got to get those viewers up, we should probably look into it. Anyways,
We're going to sell photos of our feet.
much food as you can, and you eat it. While you talk about, I don't know, you might talk about some subjects or whatever.
That's just lunch, man.
That's-
Wait, are you telling me
much-
I can film this and put it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Well, people just...
It's not. It's excessive to the point of like, you know.
Right, like lunch is.
Yeah. It's like, okay. Yeah. Let's do mukbangs, Aaron.
I know, let's do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, not me, though.
Not me?
Not me.
Me and Ben, we're going to do it. No.
Yeah, that's
Ben, discuss.
Dude.
I'm with Ben. I don't want to do or watch this. It sounds awful.
Yeah, I don't know who mukbangs are for, man.
I don't either. Like,
Dude,
there's
mukbangs, that's got to be like the worst thing that Korea's ever done.
is it Korea? Because I feel like we're at this point, we're just attributing something to a nation we have no.
Well, no, we did. You did. We
Okay,
didn't.
that is
we
true. Yeah.
didn't do that. No, man,
You
no.
divorced yourself real quickly from that one. That's you, Michael.
Yeah.
Michael McCullough. You can elect ATX on Instagram, you guys. So thank you for singling me out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
All right, let's get back to the old podcast. Aaron,
Yes, sir.
you've been driving this machine. What's the next question?
My next question would be shenanigans at comedy shows. What's been the favorite thing you've seen just kind of went off the rails at a comedy show, whether there's crowd work or something like that?
A couple years back, my first open mic at Hyenas, it was actually the one in. It's not there anymore. Was it Plano? I think there used to be one in
There
Plano.
used to be one in Plano.
And I went to that one, and I'd done stand up a handful of times, so I was super nervous. And the guy before me went up and literally ate a bowl of dog food, and then
Like as his act?
Yes.
Like,
yeah, it was like some Kaufman-esque like gag that he did, and he had like a boombox, and he played like classical music that kind of like built up to it, like da 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 da, and then like right at the drop of whatever was playing, he just like ate the dog food.
Huh.
And I was freaking out, but I was like new to the scene, and all the comics around had like seen this before, and they like were like shaking their head, and they thought it sucked, and they were like, yeah.
That's a gimmick, right? Like that's
Yeah.
kind of yeah.
I saw somebody on an open mic. They were doing a ventriloquist thing, and so they have a puppet that they're controlling, and I think they had like a green mask on for reasons I'm not sure. So they can't see very well, and they can't see that the puppet's pants have fallen down. And so they don't know what's happening, so they just keep going with their act because they're killing. All right,
Yeah.
they're killing the whole mic, but it's because the puppet's pants are slowly like dropping every time he moves the puppet a little bit.
Wow.
The pants fall, and so everybody's losing it, but for the complete wrong reason. So everybody's laughing but cringing internally.
I like a good odd act. Like I like during, especially towards the end, whenever the mics get a little like into a lull,
Right.
nobody's laughing.
Right.
I like somebody who with just a psychiatric problem coming up
Right.
and just like say, you know, like that's kind of like really interesting to me. Like I like kind of hosting towards the later end.
It's not predictable though.
Yeah,
No.
it's fun. Like if you're just getting up there and then it's like it's just people that are just practicing their craft. That can get, especially if
Right.
it's just comedians. But like when something's unpredictable, it's kind of like exciting. I don't know. Like
I've been open
Was it like
micing-
did it have
Oh,
like
go ahead.
legs and like
Yeah, the puppet.
yeah? Did it have?
Yeah, it
Was
just-
it like, what?
was it
Was it a boy
anatomically-
puppet? Yeah. Was it a boy puppet?
Yeah, was it anatomically correct?
It didn't have junk. It just had but it's slowly being pantsed the
Yeah.
whole time. So
It'd be funny if it was just like his finger.
right, yeah,
It's
that
like-
would be funny.
Oh, like
How
he
was
was
it?
doing
yeah,
it
like
the whole time.
How
yeah,
was it?
but it didn't realize. Yeah, I know. I've been open micing
That's
long
what,
enough.
that doesn't look like
Well,
Pump
yeah.
and
Never
cock to
mind.
you?
No, not at all. Yeah.
I'm listening.
Okay, I said I've been open micing long enough that I can tell when somebody has an actual psychiatric problem and when they're just saying like, "Oh, at therapy today." I
All
can
right,
tell.
well, let's go around the table.
Yeah.
What do you think about Mike?
Okay, it's my opinion that like everybody who does comedy has some sort of like kind of like, I don't want to say problem, but they definitely have issues, and that's why they're doing it.
I mean, diagnosed.
What are yours?
Like,
I mean, I've got mine under control, but yeah, I want everybody to like me. That's probably a big problem.
Okay.
Like I want to be well liked. That's
And why is that?
okay. We're not doing this. Well, it all comes from when I was younger. No, I don't know. Anyways,
Tell us about your mother.
okay. She's great. Hi, Mom. Yeah, I think everybody who does this has some sort, and it's degrees too. Like it's, most people that are successful at it have it pretty much together, but there's a good number of people that come out just because they don't have a therapist. Like that's
Yeah.
this is
Probably.
and they'll say it too. Like it's going to a mic as a therapy or something. I'm like,
I think
hate
there.
that.
I think there is something to the like self-acceptance when you're doing comedy. Like if you can take the things in my head and I can make these people laugh, there's something about like I'm okay.
well, I mean, yeah, but
You're
I
like,
think
no.
on one point though, you're right. Like it is an accepting community, like
Yeah.
like at some level of open mic, like you're
Oh, I
not
don't
going to
mean
be you're not
comics.
going to
I
be
mean-
like derided or what, you're going to be like accepted, because it's such a hard thing to do to get up into, which kind of brings me to a point. I had an actual gig on Tuesday and I got down, I had some friends and I was like, hey, how did I, how'd you like it? How'd you like the show? They're like, it's really tough getting on stage. I'm like, that's okay.
is.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
about
didn't do-
you? They
yeah.
said that about your performance? Oh, dude, that sucks.
You're so brave. And
They didn't say you're funny. They didn't say you were hilarious. They said you're really brave.
they're like, well, I don't really laugh a lot when it comes to.
okay.
I was like, that's the lowest level of. That's not what I wanted to hear. Really.
All right, quick round table. Metaphorically describe the feeling of bombing. Bombing feels like blank and blank.
Being kicked in the stomach and the head at the same time. Takes
Mike-
3 days to recover. I don't know.
I know it. Whenever people they're really they're like, hey, what's going on, Mike? At first, and then I go up, and then when I come down, they're like,
Oh no.
they won't look at me in the eye. I'm like, I must have done pretty bad there.
Yeah. When people
How
are
about you, Ben?
super
What
nice.
does?
Oh, go ahead.
Dude, I feel like I got an early sense of what bombing felt like just at my house, just at the dinner table, because especially at my grandparents' house, I
Oh.
would just say stuff and just shame just on people's
Oh.
eyes looking at me. So it feels like grandma's house, really.
Man, if you can't make your own people laugh, and you're brave enough to also come out for strangers, so that's it's a big deal.
Yeah. I asked my grandma what her favorite song was last week, and she said "Jesus Loves Me."
Yeah, that's a good song.
But how does that one go?
I was like,
It's
I
a
remember
classic.
a commercial hit,
Yeah.
How's it go?
Jesus
Loves me, yes I know.
I'm gonna start
'Cause the
twitching.
Bible tells me so. Right? Is that the one?
Yeah.
That's the
dude.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grandma drops it low to that one. Dude.
Right.
When that one comes on,
Is she
gets-
watching?
I mean,
can she
wild,
watch?
dude.
If we
That might have been a big song back in her day.
Yeah,
on the
maybe.
radio,
right.
just coming on, she's like, "Turn it up." Jesus Loves Me is on. Shut up!
he's about
Shut
to
up
drop
right
the
now.
bass.
Jesus Loves Me is on.
It's a timeless hit, man.
All right.
It
Aaron,
is.
what does it feel like to bomb?
The feeling of bombing is the feeling of saying I love you and hearing thank you in response.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Nice.
That's okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know we were going for just that, attributing it to something like that.
It
No,
was metaphor. I said metaphorically
Metaphor.
described it.
Okay, yeah. No,
Metaphors
but,
are
I mean,
something
how,
that comics
how often
use.
do I listen though?
Yeah.
It's probably it's not great.
When they say Mike McCullough, you come up on stage. That's you've been doing
Oh
better
yeah,
about
I'm
that.
ready for that. But then again, I'm gotta,
That is your name.
yeah, that's true.
Maybe if you're on a first date and then when you stand up, he gives you the side hug like your brother-in-law.
Oh.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a little privilege with that, being tall, because I can stay standing up straight and just bend at the waist, and we can just touch shoulders.
Right.
Or I can kind of squat down and we can go for the real hug.
I like a good side hug. I know where I'm at with the side hug. You know what I'm saying?
in the friend zone.
We're we're
Yeah.
side hugging.
Yeah,
I am.
yeah.
I am.
You know exactly what that is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm comfortable.
Side hugs are overhated for sure.
Yeah.
They're easy.
Okay, you know what?
They're so
I don't
nice.
like. I don't like the hug that lasts too long.
Oh, you start to pull away.
Yeah.
And they're not ready.
Yo,
Yeah,
y-
and then I feel like I'm pulling away. You know, I'm the bad guy or whatever. Let's
Yeah.
just.
You start to choke on grandma's perfume a little bit.
Yeah,
And
and then
you-
I go in harder a little bit. I don't know where I'm at in that one. You know, I'd prefer a side hug. Okay, what if we combine that? We did the side hug for way too long. That would be that'd be like some mixed signals
If
there.
if no one's taking a photograph, that's mixed signals. Yeah, that's
No, stay.
yeah,
Like what?
yeah.
Dude, you know what I really like? Like in turn, like I like a side hug because it's easy. Like there's not like any weird awkward. You just kind of,
Yep.
you know, and
Right.
it's easy. Dude, I love this. This is my favorite handshake. You do this. Boom. Every time.
That's it.
Right.
Every time. It's too.
Did you try to? Did you try to triple it?
You tried to go back.
Can that
Hey,
happen?
I'll give you
Can
one
that
more.
be a thing? Can y'all do
Okay,
it?
go.
You just did it.
I
Triple,
know,
I'm not doing
Triple it
it.
in.
this one's for you now. I owe you one. See that?
Yeah.
Melissa, can you do
It's nice.
Because we want to. I think we want to triple that.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Can you come in with this hand?
Okay,
this
what are we
is-
doing?
Oh.
Oh, okay. There we
Nice.
go.
Oh, I don't think that's ever been done before. The
I don't
three-way,
know.
like,
Probably some girls in elementary school doing the clap games probably messed it up one time.
I don't think
Made that
that's ever
happen.
been done in the history of
You
podcasts.
just invented that.
We just invented that.
It's like the Three Musketeers handshake.
What was the clap? What was the song? What was the song for the clap game?
Well, there's
I don't
different
remember.
songs.
There was a bunch of them.
Jesus.
but-
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Jesus
Jesus
loved
loved
me,
me. Yeah.
The Bible
tells me so.
No way.
Too soon?
What? There's like
It's like a my mama something something something.
my mama's something.
No, that's
something.
the little paper game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember that? We should have
Yeah.
brought out. We
Yeah.
need
Never
props.
understood the point of that one. Never.
Because it always ended on like not my boyfriend for you.
Oh
Maybe.
yeah, no,
yeah,
no. I
yeah,
always
yeah.
get dissed by that thing.
Right, yeah.
I think it's because the operator knows where the little like.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, for
you're-
sure, yeah.
you're gonna be alone for the red like that one. They know, and then they open it up for me.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know what? Like the some of those like it'll ruin your life because it's end up being true for the most part.
It's just
They
like
flip like
Yeah.
no mansion for you. You know,
you
Right.
get cancer.
yeah, yeah.
that would be hardcore.
The kids still do those things nowadays, or do they just have their
course.
phones?
Yeah.
Adults still do them.
Yeah, everybody does that.
Yeah.
I should do that.
They're still out there.
I should do that at the office for our staff meeting. Be like, and you got the project that everyone hates, Mike.
There's only 4 options.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Yeah.
Pick one, you know?
The restaurant that I wait tables at, a kid left one of those on the table,
Ah.
but it was blank. It didn't have any like things on it.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Huh.
Yeah.
So make your own.
Yeah, she had no future. That's
I guess not.
yeah.
She just loved the motions. I guess she just was.
Yeah,
Well,
fascinated
it's
by
a
the. Yeah.
fidget toy at that point. Like it's just like a fidget
Yeah.
spinner.
Yeah. I would be down with that. Yeah.
She's just in it for the
Yeah. She was.
She's
in,
just getting her reps in, really.
One day I'll have somebody to do this with.
Yeah,
She
Finger
does
strength
thumb
is-
wrestling,
yeah.
you know? She's got to get, I don't know, finger strength, play the violin or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I play the piano. I gotta have some finger strength. You know.
Alright,
I got one of those
dexterity.
things where you just kind of you pump it. You know.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like a wife?
Yes. So I'm getting that finger strength, fellas and gals.
And gals.
And gals. All right.
Pizza cough.
Pizza cough. Like that's a thing.
Every now and then you get a little piece of tomato.
gotta
down
have
the
I'm
Oh,
road.
so
yeah.
mad that Aaron had pizza on this podcast.
Oh, do you want a piece of pizza?
on my time?
You know.
Yeah.
sometimes we slack off a little bit. Can't roll
We're
up the
gonna
red carpet
edit
for
it out.
everyone.
Like, there's gonna be like kind of one of those like
blur?
police, blurs of him.
And a chunk-
Yeah, they don't get that for free. Like, that's like a fetish in some.
That's on the pay up. The
That's in the
Patreon.
pay up.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
to
you go.
unlock that.
Make people pay to watch you eat.
Yeah.
All right, comic that like when you watch comedy or like when you were thinking about I want to be a stand up. Who was a big name comic that you looked up and thought like I want to do that someday?
People were always telling me like growing up that I remind them of Jim Carrey.
Okay,
So
I can
I've
see that a
always
little bit.
always loved Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
He's probably like as far as just a funny person goes, he's like
Right.
big inspiration for me.
Nice.
Even though he doesn't have like a ton of stand up.
He doesn't. He's
Yeah,
off the
he's got,
rails
like,
a little bit lately.
yeah.
It seems.
I think he's kind of beyond.
I think he's post humanity or
he
something
doesn't
like that.
need the special.
Yeah.
Really is.
Yeah, he's transcended that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I like funny people kind
Yeah.
of more than I like. I do like stand up comics, but the people I look up to aren't really stand up comics per se. They're
who?
just funny people. I really like Scott Ackerman. I don't know if you guys know. He has a podcast, Comedy Bang Bang.
I've
I like
heard
Tim
that.
Robinson. I don't know if he does
yeah.
a lot of stand
Tim
up.
Robinson, I
He
like
does
him.
sketch comedy. I don't know. Will Ferrell was one of my first.
I can't get on board the Will Ferrell train.
Can't get what's
Really?
what's-
Why not?
Yeah,
Why
Because
not?
he's just the
Dive
same
into this.
character every time. It's Will
Yeah.
Ferrell tells the news. Will Ferrell does ice skating. Will Ferrell does the NBA.
I totally agree with that, but I feel like he's just somebody like you could look at and he'll just immediately start cracking you up. Like
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
I can see that.
And you know what you're getting,
Right.
But you always know what you're getting with the one trick pony.
he is.
'cause you
No,
get
you're
the,
right.
you
He
get
is,
the one
he is
trick.
tight, but it's a really good.
Right. Everybody
Right.
likes
Yeah.
the trick, right? So,
Everybody-
so okay, right.
It's a one-trick pony, but everybody
Everybody
loves
likes
that
the trick.
How about you, Melissa? What was your comedy inspiration?
Okay, I'm gonna get in trouble because he's controversial. My favorite comedian of all time is Louis C.K.
Okay.
I understand. I was a big Louis C.K. fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I still am. That's why I'm gonna get in trouble. Yeah, like everybody was, but I still am. So
Wait,
like that's why I'm gonna get in trouble.
He was back on Rogan the other day, so he's not
Okay,
canceled
maybe
anymore.
he's not canceled anymore. All right, it's okay.
Yeah, no one on Rogan's canceled.
Right? No, never. Probably Ron White for me. I think I caught the Blue Collar Comedy Tour kind of when I was in my 20s. I just thought he was like one of those guys who just kind of.
Was that like the first comic that you really watched?
Yeah, the first comic that I was like, oh, he looks like he's having a good time.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that
Who is
someday. Ron White?
Ron White.
Yeah, I love
Okay,
Ron
can-
White.
Yeah.
Ron White
he's
reminds
the
me
best
of my uncle.
of the blue collar
Yeah.
guys. The other guys are just not. But I think he's the best.
Right.
Like, he is a. Yeah.
And he went from like touring in a pickup truck to touring in a private jet on 7 minutes of material.
On what?
On 7 minutes of material.
What does that
Yeah,
mean?
it's amazing.
Like on the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, he did 7 minutes, right? And then he went from being like an unknown kind of comic who just played colleges and clubs to a household name.
Oh, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah. And he only burned 7 minutes of material doing it, and then he had to reach back into a 20-year catalog of stand-up he'd written and just bang out 3 or 4 specials one after the other.
When your time comes, you got to be
Yeah.
ready. You
Okay.
got to be ready.
right.
Yeah. A material all the time. It's just coming at you.
Did you hear Louis' new thing? His new special?
Okay, I didn't see the live show, and I'm about to download it live. So don't tell me anything about
Yeah.
it yet, so that I can see it
Yeah,
before I
dude.
talk about it.
How do you guys feel about has anybody seen the Bob Saget tribute?
No.
No, I haven't.
I hadn't heard of it.
The Bob Saget tribute? It's on Netflix. Absolutely hilarious.
Is
They-
that special?
Ooh, I should.
Yeah, they filmed it at the Comedy Store. Chris Rock, Jim Carrey, all those big name people who were tight with Bob Saget.
Yeah.
John Mayer played guitar a lot. John Stamos was playing the drums, and it was like the first 30
Dang.
minutes was amazing, and then it kind of kept going on and on and on and on, and it was kind of like, all right, let Danny Tanner die.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like in memory.
Yeah. In
Okay, got
remembrance.
it. No, I haven't seen this thing.
Well, I'm gonna definitely watch the first 30 minutes of it now
Yeah,
with that
yeah.
review. Like that's
As soon as that 30 minutes
yeah.
is
I love Bob Saget.
I know,
really
he's
love
great.
like his stand up. Like
Oh,
I really
really?
love
Yeah.
watching him like perform. Like those videos of him at like Dangerfields when he's young are like
Oh, for
so
sure.
awesome. I
Yeah.
love watching it.
And there's nothing like that feeling. Like I grew up on Full House. Like I was watching Full House when I was like 12, 13 years old. Huge crush on DJ Tanner, right? And then
Oh,
Danny
yeah.
Tanner was like the dad, sitcom dad. And
Yeah.
then I remember the first time I saw a stand up, and I was like, "Oh wow, that's different.
Yeah.
That is not. That's not
That's
Full
not
House."
the guy that I remember, right?
Yeah, everyone. That's like what I've always heard people say. I mean, I don't know. I think I have kind of a dark sense of humor, so I think it's. I don't really care about like. He doesn't seem that dark to me. He doesn't seem like that filthy to me. I mean, I know it's like not like I guess clean material, but like.
Yeah, everybody
No,
says he's like super filthy.
No, it's not like
right?
I
No,
can watch
he-
it with my mom and like she's laughing
Yeah.
too,
he
and
was
like it's
he was
great.
so family friendly on the show that if
Yeah.
he goes even slightly dark or slightly dirty,
yeah, that's what I'm.
everybody says,
what it
"Oh,
is.
it's really dark and dirty." It's not really.
Totally it's just stand up. He's just doing stand up.
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good point.
Yeah.
He jokes about banging Kimmy Gibbler, right? So that would be a joke about underage.
Does he
sex.
really?
Yeah.
He does a joke about
That's
being
true.
gay,
That is
Gibbler?
pretty dark. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we're
true.
talking about.
yeah.
That's not. That's kind of a line for me. Like, probably shouldn't joke about pedophilia. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. Pedophilia and priests, so they go hand in hand.
Right. People usually don't joke about their own pedophilia, though. That's,
That's a good
like-
point.
usually talking about somebody else's.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not the biggest fan of
Bob Saget?
no somebody getting like especially open mics around here and people doing pedophilia jokes. I'm over it at that point. I'm like
Like,
please
stop talking
don't.
about me, you know? Like,
You're right.
please
Like is it really?
it was funny once.
And you have to wonder, like,
pass that.
or is it just that big of a deal that every comic I know has had an issue with this?
Yeah.
Mental issues on open mics. It might
Right.
be. It might be true. Most of them might
That's a good
have an
point.
experience. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Mike, how's the table tapping going today?
Let's move on.
Move
I'm a
on,
big
yeah.
fidgeter.
Yeah?
You guys know that.
Oh.
Yeah. I fidget.
right.
Thanks for bringing that one up, Aaron.
No problem. I can hear it. It's loud and clear.
Oh, can you? Can you hear this?
Yep. Nice.
Did you get that one?
I got that one.
Can we blink that out?
Nope.
Oh. Can we do that one?
Sure.
Okay. Sweet.
I had a question to ask, and I totally forgot what it was.
How's that table tapping going? He tells me every single time too. I think I've been table tapped like a
You've
couple
been-
of times.
Yeah. Like, Mike, you got to tap out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we were clapping earlier. We're not tapping. We clap, but then we don't
Oh,
tap.
okay,
Right.
okay. Guess why we clapped?
Why do we clap?
To link,
Just guess.
to link up the sound with the video.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's probably
I've
a
never
more
done a
technical way
podcast.
to do that. Or I could just be patient about it, but I don't. So
I like the clap. The clap's
It's
always
fine.
fun. On one episode, we clapped in synchronicity or whatever. Everybody clapped
Yeah.
at the same time. It was like a
totally
sign.
screwed it up.
Well,
Okay.
actually, it wasn't at the same time. For white people, it was pretty on. It was pretty on point. Like it was pretty great, actually.
Well, since we're a bunch of white people sitting around the table, what do y'all feel about Donald Trump's arraignment?
Since we're a bunch of white people.
Well, me and you are middle-aged white people. This is right up our alley. Donald Trump was arraigned for fraud charges. So, I mean, the president's been arrested. It's a truly historic moment in our country's
Right.
history. I'm trying real hard here to make this a big deal. Come with me.
No, it is a big deal. It's a historic moment where, like we used to be a country with dignity, and now our president is up on charges.
That's a good point.
That's,
But it's not. I mean, that's other leaders have done worse things.
true.
I mean, Saddam Hussein crawled in a hole when we were trying to find him. I mean, that's not as bad as that's worse than being arrested.
I'd crawl into a hole. I understand that. I totally like if the
Right.
whole. Do you see what they did to him in that video?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's. I would crawl into a hole like 10
Yeah.
holes. No problem.
Didn't Nixon just get in a plane and leave, fly off?
I think Nixon was like,
Oh, he
yeah,
resigned. Yeah, he resigned.
He just got in a plane and left.
Yeah.
That's a little bit worse, I
Right.
guess.
Yeah, that's. I understand that one
Well,
too.
then Abraham
Like you're
Lincoln-
just doing very poorly, and you're like, you know what?
You know what?
You guys figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Abraham Lincoln just died.
Yeah.
Well, how dare he? He got shot and died.
Right.
I do like that. They'll be like conservatives. They'll be like, well, what if we arrested your president? How would you feel if we arrested Joe Biden? And it's kind of like, yeah, like that would be awesome.
Right?
Yes, find something to charge him for.
That's
for
the
sure.
only way to be historical now. Trump set the precedent of being arrested after
Let's
your
arrest
presidency.
all of them.
So
Yeah.
now the next place you got to go is being arrested as a sitting president.
Oh, you're saying
See, that's the only place we got to go.
Like season 1,
Right.
like you arrest them after they're done, but season 2 you arrest them while
They're sitting,
Yeah.
like you go in the Oval Office and bend them over the desk and put handcuffs on them. That's
that would
that's
actually,
the
yeah,
next.
I'd watch that
I don't
one.
think they
Yeah.
bend them over and put them on
Bend
handcuffs.
them
I think
over.
that's
Yeah, well,
Oh, that's just my fantasy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm thinking with the wrong brain. I'm sorry.
Melissa, is
bend
there,
to hold Uncle Joe over.
is there an Officer Naughty costume in your closet?
Bend
is
him
there an
I've
over,
said
cuff
too
him,
much
give him a little
already.
kiss on the neck.
Yeah.
Ben, is there an
You're
Officer
arrested.
Naughty costume in your closet?
Oh man.
He said, please
back to
stop looking at
clapping.
me. Okay, we can try the clap. 1, 2, 3. Oh, gosh. Okay, how about on 3? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
What?
What? What? There's always a surprise when you come on the comedy pre-show. Sorry about that. Yeah, I know you guys saw him looking at
Well,
it.
if it's for emphasis, you can
Yeah, emphasis?
emphasis. I like to put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Ah, I see what you're doing there. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
See what I did there?
All right, you guys. We're not even.
We are
We got
45.
about 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
15 minutes of
15
quality
minutes.
entertainment
Yeah,
still to
15
come your
minutes.
way.
Yeah, Ben, go.
Ben, what do you do besides comedy? Wait tables? That's gotta be
wait tables.
That's
really?
gotta be a source of material there.
Yeah, dude. I have a lot of crazy people that come through. I had a table recently that was they had like a giant baby with them. Like I don't know how else to explain it other than that. Like he looked like a giant baby. Like but he wasn't a baby. Like he wasn't in a high chair. But he had like the face of a baby.
Okay.
And like he had thin red hair.
Was
and
he,
like
was he walking around?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he could.
Was
he
this
was
a grown adult?
He was like the size of like a 6-year-old, I'd say.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
But he was, the crazy thing about it was like, he was also, like his mannerisms were like a baby. And he was like, you know, and he was like grabbing like silverware and like menus off the table.
Was he wearing
And he
a
was
helmet?
throwing them on the ground. What?
Did he have a helmet on?
No.
No? Okay.
No, man.
So,
But,
were
he was,
were any windows licked?
were any windows what?
Licked? Window liquor?
Licked?
No.
No. But dude, he actually started choking like at
Oh.
one point. Like he was
Did he
eating
do the thing?
like pie. I don't know. I was refilling the waters and like I walked by the table and he was just going like, and then they like started patting him on the back. They're like, Ralphie, which is a weird name.
I used to wait tables and I saw somebody choking one day and I was like, I've never seen that before. That's awesome. And then not even like an hour later, somebody else in that same area started choking. And so it was like 2 in one day. It was like, it must have been such a special day.
Was this at an open mic?
No, it
Where
was
we
in a
were all
bar. It
choking?
was,
Oh.
it was at a restaurant I worked at.
Nice.
Yeah. It was pretty, like, I was like, I'm getting lucky today seeing all these people choke.
Wow. All right, how about you, Melissa? What do you do besides comedy and write jokes about your kids?
I am a photographer, so I basically take pictures of whatever you need pictures taken.
Whatever we need.
Whatever,
Whatever.
it doesn't matter. I do a lot of real estate photography, product photography, portraits, events, headshots for comics, if anybody is interested.
Oh, no way.
How about pets?
No.
What do you
Okay.
charge?
We'll talk about it in a second. Okay, I've got too many questions flying at me. Okay, I do pets, but I charge extra for pets. Okay, not because of the way the pets behave, but because pet owners who have their pets' photographs taken are crazy people. You have to deal with the owner, and so you have to charge a premium for dealing with pet owners that have portraits taken of their pets. It's not for the dog. It's for the owner.
So typically the pets are more well behaved than the owners are.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
I can see that.
The pet's fine. The owner's freaking out behind me.
Nice. I've had photos of my pets taken. So
Okay.
Just your pets?
well, me and Sandy and our pets.
Yeah. Okay, but she's saying just pet portraits,
Just
right?
pet portraits
Oh,
where
just
they're
the pet.
trying to get dogs to smile and parrots to like turn to their good side. They're trying, you got to get
yeah.
the dog's good side or you got to get the cat's good side. Those
And the-
Oh, cats would be difficult.
Yeah.
Like that's
yes.
cats would be difficult.
And I assume they're completely untrained pets, right? Like people who
Dogs are usually somewhat trained, but
nice.
people want pets they want you to photograph pets that, fish and lizards and snakes and things
Fish?
that
Okay.
you wouldn't believe.
That's
Again,
kinda-
this
that's
is
kinda sick,
this is
yeah.
why you charge extra because
Do you know what you call a fish with no eyes?
what? Okay.
Sorry, that's not an original
I
joke.
didn't hear.
yeah.
I kind of I can't hear you sometimes, so I start
Oh, I'm back.
to
I can hear
listen
you.
into the mic for
mic.
some reason.
I always forget how loud it is out here when I'm wearing headphones.
Because out here it's like you're doing an NPR show.
Right.
You're just like very calm and collected and talking like this into the microphone,
Right.
and I can't hear you.
On this week's issue of
Yeah.
A Broader Walk. I don't even know what an NPR show is.
Dude, you got any more like jokes like that?
No. That's the only one I've ever got. What, I don't know, Mike, what are you doing now?
What am I doing tonight?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going up or not.
No?
We got a vacation. We're going out. We need a vacation. We're gonna get out, get into nature. We're going to the where the dinosaurs roamed. Glenrose.
Glenrose.
Going to
Glenrose Park.
Very pretty out there. We're gonna see some dinosaur. We're gonna see some birds and just have a great old time. Maybe I think there's like a wilderness tour that we're doing. So we're going to spend the night. We need to get just out of Dallas and just back to nature.
Okay.
And then back to Dallas because we have stuff to do
Right.
the next
Right.
day.
Oh.
Are you camping overnight?
Yeah, we're camping.
Okay.
We're actually glamping. We have the biggest tent it's like obnoxiously big, and I love it because you can like move into this. Like there's enough room for like this queen size blow up mattress
Yeah.
and then other stuff too.
Like a
Wow,
12
yeah.
person tent.
yeah,
I
I think it's
Yeah.
like 16. It's
Yeah.
something ridiculous.
I gotta tell you, that's still camping, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're not glamping until you brought your own washer and dryer.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I was like, I thought about it. I'm like, the way my dad brought me up camping was like this rugged, like we're going to just, everything is going to suck really bad. Like that's how we're camping. But like the way me and my girlfriend camp is like everything's going to roll, like,
Right, yeah.
like we're going to bring everything we have inside outdoors. And that's how we're doing it. And that's the way to do it, you
Right.
know? Like,
Okay.
I love camp cooking. I love cooking out in the woods. It's one of
Yeah.
my things.
I like that too.
Dude, it's the best.
I don't enjoy sleeping on the ground, so like I can go pretty rugged, but I need to be off the ground somehow. I'm sleeping in the back of the truck or a hammock or something like that because I'm not a fan of laying on the ground.
yeah, we get a blow up mattress.
Right,
and
or
it's-
blow up
yeah.
mattress in the tent, something like that.
And it's big too. Like if you fell off this thing, it would hurt. Like it's not
Right.
low to the ground
Right.
at all.
Are you on roughly the same weights? 'Cause
Do what?
Are you and her roughly the same weight? No, one of you isn't going to like.
Well, I'm not gonna speak about anybody's weight
Very
here.
smart man.
Aaron.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's about to be in the woods with this woman. He doesn't
Yeah,
want to
what
talk
are
about
you
her weight
doing?
right now.
What kind of
yeah,
question
no.
is
How
that?
thick is your girlfriend, Mike?
Okay, get the fuck out of here.
I will tell you
He's
that
about
my
to be on
wife's
a
weight
long
is
car
exactly
ride
what
with
it
this
should be.
woman.
What'd you say?
My wife's weight is exactly what it should be.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good answer. That's very smart.
So yeah, what about you? What's everybody else doing this weekend?
What am I doing? I'm not.
It's Easter weekend, so
Oh, it's Easter.
Hunting
That's right.
eggs, painting eggs, eating eggs.
Oh, that's
I don't know. Like,
Oh, you got kids.
yeah, a bunch
Oh.
of shit with eggs. That's
I feel like I should celebrate somehow, but I don't know how to celebrate.
Dude, okay, it's not like an original like point to make, but like why is it a bunch of eggs and then a rabbit?
Well,
Like I
Okay, there's a very long, very old pagan story. that-
yeah, you
or
do
I
though,
can-
don't you?
Yeah, we don't have time on the podcast.
are you a
but
pagan?
no, but I know the story. Okay,
All right. Just a
Melissa
fan.
I was raised by
Just a
pagan.
fan
No, I'm
of
just
pagan.
kidding.
Melissa is a knower of things.
I
All
know
right.
the story behind that explains it. So it's a long story, and I'll tell you later.
What's your
But
answer?
You asked if I had another really bad joke, and I
Yeah?
do.
What is it?
And it's because the rabbit doesn't want people to know what he did with that chicken.
Okay,
That's a very good joke.
that's better.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, I can't. It's a one-timer. I can't tell you
Okay,
again.
let's cut. We're gonna cut, and on 3, we're all gonna come back and we're gonna be laughing. Okay,
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Oh boy!
oh.
man. That was hilarious.
That was
wasn't it?
incredible.
Incredible to be bad.
What does a horny toad say?
I don't know. What does a horny toad say?
Rub it.
Huh? That's a table slapper. That's a
We can
table
slap the table now. Oh, you can slap the table.
For
Aaron.
emphasis, right? For emphasis.
Do what?
For emphasis, not for anxiety.
Oh, not well. I mean, yeah.
Emphasis.
Emphasis, yeah.
Yes.
Good times. All right. So in your story, you're younger though, right? You're in your 20s.
Yeah.
All right, and we're in our 40s, and you're the right age.
Okay, and I'm
Twilight.
exactly the right age I'm supposed to be.
That's
Yes.
a great.
That's-
Yeah.
So in the story of your life, are you the hero or the villain?
Whoa.
Kind
Are-
of depends on which chapter we come in on,
this
to be
current,
honest.
This current one right now.
I'm the anti-hero.
Yeah. You're the Joker or the Deadpool.
Yeah, I'm the Deadpool.
You're the Deadpool.
The Deadpool.
Of your life. Yeah.
I'm ripped.
I might be arcing toward hero,
Yeah.
out of anti-hero,
All right. That's good news. Progress is always good.
maybe. Yeah.
Mike, are you the hero or the villain
Oh
in
yeah.
your story?
No. Here's what in my story, I'm like that supporting comedic actor. Whenever and like the guy in The Office who gets way too involved in like the main character's love life.
So,
main
Like,
character.
yeah, that's
Points at
that's
me.
I'm not a main character.
So
Let's
you're
just
the hero of Jake's story.
do what?
You're the hero of Jake's story.
Yeah, I'm the hero of Jake's story.
I've been told that I have 1980s movie villain hair.
You do a little bit. I
yeah.
can
A little
totally
bit.
see you falling
Yeah,
off and
you got
Nakatomi
great-
Plow
You
in the
need
tower.
ski
Yeah.
goggles. Ski goggles
Yeah,
would do
dude.
it. Yeah.
You got ski goggles and an AK-47.
Right.
I would be running for my
yeah.
life.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're like a bully in an
Yeah,
80s
dude.
movie.
I'm like
for
beat up Ralph
sure.
Macchio.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen that guy? It's on Instagram. There's a short of it. It pops up in my newsfeed all the time. It's just this incredibly good-looking male comic, and he rips on himself for it, like for a couple of minutes.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's like, I can't tell any of the self-deprecating jokes. There's nothing. I can't come up here and be like, I look like I belong at the yacht club.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
I didn't hear any. I'm still.
You need some headphones.
No,
He's
I'm-
just stealing jokes.
All right. I wish I knew the guy's name. We'll put the guy's name in the
His name's
comments.
like Michael something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Michael.
I don't know.
Oh,
You've
like-
definitely you're the hero. You've got like
Yeah.
the hero.
You
I
do.
know,
You have that
I-
chiseled jawline.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, you guys. I try to shy away.
Yeah, dude. You're like Astro Boy.
Full head of hair.
Oh, yeah,
man.
Jimmy.
You do
Neutron.
kind of look like.
Oh, okay.
Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Neutron was the villain.
If Jimmy
I-
Neutron.
Did you
Neutron
watch
was
Jimmy?
No.
Did you watch? I'm the only one that watched. Okay, a little just so y'all know. Jimmy Neutron. The plot of every episode is he creates something because he's a scientist, and then it like terrorizes the town, and then he fixes it, and like and that's good.
Oh.
But like he's the bad guy.
Okay, he's like
Really.
a fireman who sets fires and then puts
Exactly,
them out.
yeah.
Okay, all right,
Exactly.
I got it.
All right, folks. We are about an hour into this shindig. Mike, do you want to count us out?
Yeah. You know what? I want to do a very positive goodbye, and I hope you guys, go and do the best things possible in the week. You're gonna do them. I hope your clown show goes. I'm just kidding. I hope the circus show goes amazing. Ben's
Good.
gonna just kill it. I know
Right.
it. You're gonna kill it. Aaron, I hope you go on to do great things and take me with you.
I'm gonna try. Me and Jake.
I'm gonna be riding those coattails.
You're gonna be the hero in my story too.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
And for me, I hope I go on to do better things than all of you guys. So
I think you will.
Just want to be
for sure.
very, very positive about that, you guys. And with that, I think we're gonna say goodbye, you guys.
All right.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Bye.
If you've made it this far, God bless you. God
All right.
bless you.
God bless you.
Yay.